Today I am talking about the Three of Wands from the Rider-Waite deck. So this card is coming from my journal. I don't journal as much as I used to, a few years ago. I should, sometimes I will, but it's not like every day consistently. But at one point I was pretty consistent. So on this day, it was July 1st, 2020. So 5 years ago. So I'm going back into my journal and just looking at the cards I pulled and how my day went. And I do this to build a more personal connection with the cards and to just see how it would play out, to get other definitions and descriptions for each card that would be personal to me. And I encourage you to do the same thing. And then if I say something that kind of resonates or sticks with you, then of course use it if you find it useful. So, Three of Wands. So this day, I'm just going to be transparent. I had been dealing with a toxic relationship for a few years. And I've had children with this guy. And so he's still in my life. Here and there, we've been through a lot of different things. But back in 2020, oh my God. It was something I shouldn't have been a part of, okay? We co-parent. Things are a little different now, but I won't get into that. I'm going to go back to 2020. So at this time, so he broke it off with me, right? I called his bluff. I called him out on a certain situation. And he felt like I was too stressful, yada, yada, yada. He broke it off, right? I moved out. I moved out of the house. I had moved back in with my mom. I didn't have a place of my own. So I was like basically starting all over again. But it felt good. It felt right. It was something I needed to do for myself. And Three of Wands is a card of transition, new beginnings, a new journey, and for me to get that card that day just shows the new path that I was beginning. And it was a domino effect when I left of change and transition. Like after I left, nothing was the same again. A lot of things had changed for him. And then things changed for me. Like I got into my career field. And I was fine. Like I was living with my mom. He would come and get the kids, and it was weeks where I had no kids. I was just going to work. I was doing my thing. I was working out, I was focusing on myself. And I was working out for a while. And then things had changed with him. So it was, when Three of Wands come up, everything may not be how you want it. You might have just made a big decision, and it's like once you do, it's like that Three of Wands is like okay, now what? What's next? So the energy of it was accurate because I wasn't heartbroken or anything like that. Like I was done. And I was ready for the next chapter, the next phase. let's get that behind me. So when you get this card, it kind of reminds me of like the Two of Wands is this way too. This standing, this standing and waiting type thing, waiting for that next phase and waiting for the next sign to move ahead or move forward. But when you see the Three of Wands, after the Three of Wands is the Four of Wands, which is a big celebration. It's a graduation or a homecoming. It's some type of completion. It's a 4. So when this card comes up, just be patient. It's a sign to be patient. More and better is coming. Something else is coming for you. Just be patient and wait, prepare, and plan. Because you're at it's a pause. It's a little break, And we need those, We need a little moment to catch our breath. And that's exactly what that was. We broke up. I went to my mom's. I didn't have major expenses on me. I was still working, I had a car. I was fine. It was a moment to take a breath. I was at my mom's house, so that was support when the kids was home. That was support for me too. I'm not always cooking. I'm not always the one doing everything. There is somebody else in the house with me. So it was a little pause. And then after that, I got my own place. I didn't stay there for years and years. I think 2020, I moved out the following year. Actually, it was the end of 2020. It was November 2020, and I'm saying 2020 a lot. It was the end of November, the end of 2020, November. It was around Thanksgiving. So I didn't stay there long. Like, this is July. I moved out in November. So this little quick resting moment, So it's kind of not like the Hangman where you could be waiting indefinitely, This can be a moment where it's a standstill for a while, But Three of Wands, I feel like it's a quick little break before more is to come, before you proceed to the next phase. And the fact that it's a number 3 tells us that it's the beginning of a journey. It's the beginning of a new chapter. And it definitely started a new chapter when we broke up and I moved. Nothing was the same. A new chapter began. Okay? Whole new thing, new place, everything changed. So, that is all I got. I got more of these types of videos. I have a playlist, and I'll put it up for you. I forget the name of the playlist. I think it's just Learning Tarot. The Learning Tarot playlist has my journal entries in there, and then also videos about just my perspective on certain cards. And so I have that for you. I have readings for Gemini and Taurus because I read by season. So if it's your season, most of my readings will be aimed towards that zodiac sign. So far, Gemini has 2 readings I did for them, and Taurus has 1 because I just started this new routine that I'm gonna do for my channel, and so far I like it. It's different. No, I'm not doing all 12 signs every single month, but I'm catering to one particular sign for that season and just, you know, loving on them and showing them all kind of attention and doing different readings just for them. And it's also easier on me and my time and my energy, because I don't have a lot, of time to do this. And I would never do it if I would have to do like all 12 all the time. Like I don't have time for it. So I had to be creative, and that's what I came up with. So it's Gemini season until the 20th. There's a couple more readings I want to get out for Gemini, but so far you have 2 more, and it's so much more to explore on my channel. And I'll talk to you again and bye until next time. Bye.